this is the only place you need to go if you need cheap and fast coins to build your God Squad. Hands down, they have the cheapest prices. Make sure you go to MMOXP.com and use code WOLF for 5% off. Link is in the description. Now, before we get into today's video, I just want to address like MUT players. If you're looking for the cheapest coins, man, like the ad said, link is in the description. That place is actually the cheapest I've ever seen as far as coins go. I'm looking at the prices right now for PS4. It's like at this time, I know it changes with the market, but like $54 on PS4, like 58 or 59 for Xbox for 1,000,000 coins. And then you put my code in there for a 5% discount, so you're getting them even cheaper. You got to get them because I know prices will go up depending on what's going on with the market. And make sure you load up on your coins while you can, because when next gen comes out, all your stuff's going to carry over if you get the new systems. And from what I'm understanding is a lot of people are waiting for the next gen systems. So if you can get them and just hold them in the bank, you know what I mean? Just hold them until you really need to use them. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, give you guys a little strategy. But right now they are cheap. All right. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys that are newer to Madden, people that have been playing Madden, the shading aspect of Madden, because a lot of people don't understand it or they don't get it. So we're gonna talk cover 2 Madden. I'll show you like cover 3 and how if someone's running like slants or they're throwing a bunch of low routes, I'll show you how I do it. I'm gonna show you my advanced way that I do it, and who I use her. It's not really an advanced way, it's just how I use her or who I use her trying to stop underneath routes. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And let's talk about cover 2 man now. Cover 2 man, I primarily run it from the 335. Now this is the custom that I'm working on for you guys. For members, I'm working on all this stuff, bro, okay? I got big nickel, dime, 146. I mean, we got everything, okay? And it's a work in progress, almost done. I'm looking at a few formations, but 335, what I do is I just put the safeties in here for my user. And then for this one right here, if you can't put a safety in the lineup, you put your fastest linebacker that's available in your depth chart here. I want to say, is it Lacey or Ed? I can't remember. Anyway, so 335 cover 2 man. I'm gonna show you guys a concept that a lot of people have trouble with, and it's slants, bro. Slants. We're just gonna run slants, random slant. Okay. Now, let's say you just run man, just stock. Okay, for you guys that are just playing Madden, let's just say you run it stock. All right, you're gonna see this right here, and you're gonna be user, and you're not gonna know who to user. And my man he probably would have caught that in the game, or someone probably would have lowballed that. But let's just run it stock, man. Man defense with the Buffalo Bills is better stock than you probably run it with it. For some odd reason, it's just that way. Okay, you see how he's dotting up the slants, and you're gonna see that people are gonna do that to you. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to change it in the thinking. Look at, you got a guy right there. He's wide open. If that wasn't that guy was wide open. Okay, so let's talk about my idea, and if I'm getting smoked underneath, what I'm going to do. Now, the two most important players in my man defense are going to be my two safeties, right? So the people up here, sometimes you'll put cornerbacks depending on the speed and your personnel. I got to study the Bills just to see what I would actually do in my 3-3-5. However, let's say someone's beating you underneath. Now, the worst thing you can do is change these guys, put them on different zones, and then shade underneath. So let's say we wire triangle, left stick down to press, right? Let's say we do that. And then we wire triangle, right stick down for underneath. Without deep blues, and you're playing like hard flats, right? And you're shading underneath. You see what I'm saying? You see what's going on here? If someone streaks you, they're going to get over the top of you, and it's going to be a one-play touchdown. So if I'm going to sell out for underneath routes, what I'm going to do is I'm either going to leave both deep halves, or right here, I'll put a inside third like this in my man. Then I'm going to press, and then I'm going to shade underneath. Now, one thing that people forget is once you shade underneath, you see this blue box, you have over the top, outside, inside, underneath. You shade underneath. You can also shade inside or outside. I don't know if they'll do the animation right here, but pay attention to the left side of the screen right here. Okay, when I do this again and I hit the right stick inside, you'll notice that my man makes an adjustment. Now he's gonna try to play inside. So let's say they throw a slant and you're running man defense. Make sure that if you're gonna shade underneath in your defense, in your man, and shading inside, that you at least have blues. Now I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna have my blues protecting the backfield while I shade underneath in man defense. Now, there are receivers that can bust out corner routes, inside routes, stuff like that. So this is where it becomes the chess match, right? They're not just gonna stop everything for you. Now let's see if he has somebody open that he's gonna try to hit, and I'm just gonna come with my user and just pretty much lock it all up. I'm just gonna send whoever. You'll see that he has no one. He's just gonna sit there because I'm letting the AI dot me up, and the AI will dot you up, bro. So again, we're gonna press, shade over the top, and then I'll leave both deep pass, right? And then I'm going to be responsible once I press, shade underneath, shade inside, okay? Shade inside if you think it's inside routes, just like that. So I see a lot of people struggling with the slants. All you got to do, see, okay, look right there. This is a problem. That's a problem that you're gonna face in the game as well. Someone as good is gonna know to pick up their halfback on that little table route. So pressing, shading over the top, right? Bringing these guys down. And you can put it inside. Let's say you want to put this guy on a flat and leave this guy on an inside third. So if he does try to hit that running back, now you have a hard flat over there. I'm still going to shade underneath. I'm going to shade inside. Same thing. This is what I would do if I were you guys. This would be the adjustments, and that's shading. We're trying to stop quick right. You see right there off my guy's head, he's not going to react, but you see how people are just there. Now, another mistake people make is if you're going to be running man defense, you're going to have to come in and out of your cornerback matchups by speed, okay? It's guaranteed you have to do it. All right, you just have to do it. So get used to that. If you're gonna be running man defense, don't get lazy and don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Match them up by speed, bro. And then we're gonna press, shade inside, shade underneath, shade inside like this, okay? And then we're gonna try to see if we can pick up. And then with your user, you just pick one or the other, bro. Like, simple. Right here, got a guy. He's got nobody, bro. Right here, he's coming out this way. You're gonna notice that your receivers are gonna start running those routes for him when you make that adjustment. Last time, then we'll move on to the next one. Press. Now you see, okay, you see this guy right here, Johnson? I think I clicked on, messed up. If you get this look right here where he's off, all you have to do is take your linebackers and then shift them over to the left, okay? And then move your line over to the right like this, bro. So press, inside. Now we have inside. And if you want to do the opposite, if they're hitting you without routes, then you shade outside. You get what I'm saying? Inside, outside. This running back could take off on a flat. I want to make sure I got somebody in the area in case he does. Doesn't have to be a hard flat, but as long as someone's there. Boom. Got this guy, got this guy. There's just nowhere because we're taking everything underneath away. You have to have at least a blue, bro. Okay, so simple and easy way. In this defense, there's actually two defenses that are really good. And these are going to be the cover threes out of the nickel 3-3-5. And this is how I would run them, okay? I'm just going to give you guys the idea. It's going to be the same thing. Cover 3 sky drop is the first one, okay? Cover 3 sky drop. Now, listen, this is going to be a little bit more advanced for people because you got to remember that your responsibility, depending on who you user, you still have to do that. So what I would do is I won't base align. I'll press shade underneath, okay? And inside with cover 3 zone. And then I'll play this middle blue. Reason being is if they try anything short or underneath, it's getting picked up, and then I just user this guy back here, and you'll notice that the pass rush gets, there's really nothing that he can do. I don't even think he's going to want to try to take a chance. Now, when you're using cover 3, remember, you're going to have to change your blues as well. You're going to have to take like B and put him on a deep half. Probably put them both on a deep half, bro. But if you do that, you're going to have to back them up. You can't press them because they backpedal. So remember all this that I'm telling you, bro. This guy, I don't know why he's going so far back. So this would be the move right here. So we're shading underneath those hook curls. And that's another thing. See, we got somebody in the flat right there. He's going nowhere. Another thing is when you shade underneath and inside, it doesn't only affect the hard flats, okay? It also affects the hook curls. Anything yellow, these guys over here, these guys aren't going to the flat. However, this guy's going to play underneath. Look how far he drops back. He doesn't even drop back. He just real quick and he's down. Okay, now I'm going to run the same play and I'm going to shade over the top. However, if he's not being cleared out or stressed with a route, then he's still going to sit low. So let's just say I shade over the top, okay, like this. And let's see what happens with his zone. Okay, see, look. See the significance of my shading going over the top. You'll see that he's still not going to hit the slant. But you'll notice that the linebacker, when I shade it over the top, is going to play the back of his hook curl. So shading is very important, homies. I shaded over the top, and now look how far he drops back. He drops back far, right, in his hook curl. He plays the back of it, back of his yellow. That's what he does. I don't know who he's looking at, but anyway, it doesn't matter. He's still playing the back of his yellow. Now, other things you can do, check this out, all right? Check this out. I'm gonna just teach you guys this. So what you can do is you can press, right? And then you can shade underneath so those hook curls go down, and then you can change your hard flats back to purples. Y back to a purple and A back to a purple. Now, what's cool about this is that my hook curls are still playing underneath, and my curls are actually gonna play over the top. You know what I'm saying? So you could go back and manually adjust them yourself, bro. You'll see that these guys will still play low. This guy's, he's wide open, but you'll have curl flats. So if you wanna try to run curl flats with underneath hook curls, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing goes. If you want to do it opposite, you want to shade over the top, but now you want a hard flat to the left, you'll have to put him on a hard flat. I don't know. That's weird. But this guy right here, Poyer, you can't really do that. You'll have to leave him on a curl flat unless you do it first. So you would probably have to do it like this. Shade it first and then change this guy back. You see what I'm saying? So you could do it that way. Just different things, man. But just remember, the shading affects everybody. If you shade outside, you're looking to stop outside routes. If you're shading inside, you're playing inside of your zone. So where are your opponents hitting you at? Okay, let's say they're hitting you with a deep post. Let's say they're hitting you right here, okay? Because people are gonna attack cover 3 that way. So you shade over the top and you shade outside. Let's see what that hook curl does over there to the right. I just wanna watch him, okay? Let him snap the ball. Okay, you see that right there? His hook curl comes inside because there are slants coming over and forcing him to come inside. So they're forcing him that way. However, if you run into a problem where you really can't stop these guys, then just man up the receiver you think is going to be going up the seams, bro. So you get a little bit more advanced. But I just want to go over shading with you guys and its benefits. Remember, shading underneath in zones, they play inside the zone, underneath the yellow. You see their circles, right? Underneath, then they play outside the circle, then they play over the top of the circle, things of that nature. Okay, and if they're gonna beat you over the top and you're pressing, you better shade over the top if you don't have no help in the secondary with blues. Okay, because they will do that. Now, if you're not gonna use blues, make sure you're always shading over the top in man defense. Just want to get that out there to you guys, man. Hope you guys like this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Love you guys, man. Peace.